What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. What I'm going to attempt to do today is I suppose you could call it delayed news, if you like. In the background you're watching a little bit of an Overwatch animated short. So obviously I'm going to talk about Overwatch, and this is to do with the latest patch update that's been going for a little while now. But I just wanted to break down some of the certain elements of the actual patch updates themselves and what they actually mean. So what we're going to talk about is the patch highlights, general updates, hero balancing updates and bug fixes. I'm going to try and keep this as succinct and short as possible so as not to bore everybody. I'd like to dedicate this as a late news channel. I'm just trying my hand at this really. I want to see how I kind of do with it and kind of what people think, I suppose, is probably the best way to describe it. So the patch highlights, so effectively everybody knows it's the new event, so it's the year of the Rooster. They've released it for 3 weeks, and within that what they've actually done is they've put in the new capture the flag mode, or capture the Rooster as Blizzard likes to call it on Overwatch, which is, it's a really cool way of getting together with your friends, and it's just their take on capture the flag, as you see, sort of like for Call of Duty, so to speak. I've not had a chance to play it myself, but from what I've seen, everything seems to be pretty cool on it. So yeah, that seems like a really good thing. Quite pleased with the way that that is. There's the general updates that we can go into sort of slightly. What they've done is the stay as team button. So basically, when you finish the match, if you played with a team and they're quite good, you think, yeah, shit, I want to stay with them, particularly if you're solo queuing, it gives you the option of doing that quite well. So it lights up when anybody on your team clicks it, and you just need to click it as well, accept it, and there you go, and you're straight into the team itself. And basically, the other thing that they've done as well is apparently Crouch now has a bit of a small cooldown between uses. It's an odd one, but okay. The communication wheel. Now, there has been quite a few changes to the communication wheel. For example, now you can have up to 4 emotes, 4 sprays and 4 voice lines within the gallery. I actually think this is a really good thing, because what that actually allows you to do is have quite interesting conversations with people. So if you all get together and do that, it's just, like I say, it's just quite funny. And then what you can actually do within it now, another little change that they've made, is that the sub menus for those, so the voice line and the emotes, you can now access them within the communication wheel. There's 2 little things that come up on the left and right hand side, so it's quite good. And what you can actually do now is you combine individual sprays, emotes and voice lines, for example if you play on PC, to mouse buttons or controller buttons, just to make it a little bit easier to put it down. In the kill feed, they've changed the hero ability icons, are now displayed. So if you do one of your ults, it actually shows that you've killed somebody using your ult, and the kill feed's changed slightly in the way that it kind of looks, which I actually think looks quite nice. It's a nice little addition to it. And also headshot eliminations are now indicated with a red icon, so if you bust somebody out with a with a headshot, you now get a red icon instead. So it's a nice little cosmetic change actually. I think it just gives a nicer feel to the actual game itself. Hero balancing update. So these are the things that they've kind of made a few changes with. Some people are happy with, some people aren't. So the Anna, the biotic grenade, the effect duration has been reduced from 5 seconds to 4 seconds, and the healing boost on allies has now been decreased by 50%. I actually think that's actually quite good, because Anna was OP as fuck when you were playing in competitive or just in quick play, so it makes a nice change. D.Va, health has been increased from 200 to 400, but the armor has been decreased from 400 to 200. Some people are for this, some people against this. For me, it kind of makes D.Va... You can't just plow in with D.Va anymore and go to town with her. You have to be a little bit more strategic with how you do it, so there's a lot more pushing forward, hitting power, pushing back off, rather than doing what you would normally do. And then the fusion cannons, the bullet damage has been decreased from 3 to 2, and the number of bullets per shot has been increased from 8 to 11. Everybody knows it made her feel like she had no weaknesses originally, even against sort of like more typically effective bigger targets like Reaper and stuff like that. You could literally spin around and do just ridiculous damage, so it just now makes her feel slightly more consistent. There's been a lot of bitching about it, but I get why they've done it. With Lucio, they've now allowed you to be able to do backwards wall rides, and when that's actually enabled, it allows Lucio to start wall riding while moving backwards, which is It's just an annoyance, that, because he already springs all over the place like nobody's business. Probably the most controversial, or the one that's caused the most issues, is Roadhog, the chain hook. Basically, there was the issue where you could chain somebody through a wall and chain somebody. You just need to go look online for what the fuck moments to see some ridiculousness with those types of things, and it is actually quite funny to see. So they've actually changed his chain hook, so now they have to be directly in front of you. If they leave Roadhog's line of sight now, it does release the hook, as opposed to before when you used to be able to just sort of pull them around corners. Sombra, with the hack, the cooldown has been reduced from 12 to 8 seconds. I actually like that. And the time it takes to hack a target has been decreased from 1 second to 0.8 seconds. So that's actually quite good. In terms of bug fixes in general, they've fixed the bug allowing spectators to utilise the Stay as Team button during the end of a game. Didn't even know that existed. They fixed a bug that caused the Stay as Team button to overlap with the back button on the social menu. They fixed a bug preventing the social menu from not correctly displaying World of Warcraft zones that have been apostrophe in the same name. Fixed a bug causing heroes to display a T-pose on the victory screen after a mystery heroes brawl, and they fixed a bug preventing simple checkout from being navigated by a controller on PC. And they also fixed a bug preventing Alt-Tab from properly minimising the game chat while in full screen mode, and they also fixed another bug preventing the kill feed from displaying the destruction of teleporters, shield generators and turrets. Next, in the AI, they've fixed a bug that prevented the Roadhog bot from being able to hook players through Reinhardt's shield. They've fixed also a bug that allowed the Sombra bot to hack through barriers, and they also fixed a bug that made the Tiborn bot unresponsive after placing a turret. In terms of competitive play, fixed a bug preventing players from receiving XP for playing off-season games. It's weird. Heroes, in general, the bug fixes are fixed a visual bug with Anna's toast victory pose, causing her cup to appear blurry on the right side of the screen. They fixed a bug causing the graphics issue with McCree's hat-trick emote. Fixed a bug preventing the countdown timer from appearing on May's cryo freeze ability. Fixed a bug with the placement of Mercy's wings on a Valkyrie and Sigrun skins. Fixed a bug preventing Symmetra's photon barrier from playing its destruction sound effect when it's destroyed. Fixed a bug causing Tracer's "You Got It" voice line to play in an incorrect line. And they also fixed a bug preventing Widowmaker's Venom Mine from attaching to walls, and they fixed a bug preventing Zenyatta's Nutcracker skin from receiving a golden glow while using Transcendence in ultimate ability. So they're just general skin bug fixes. In terms of the maps themselves, they fixed a bug preventing Pharah from being able to refuel while standing in some planters in Oasis. Bizarre again. They also fixed another bug that caused Sombra to get stuck under the bridge in Eichenwalde, and they fixed a bug that caused Sombra to get stuck behind rocks in Route 66, and they fixed a bug that allowed Symmetra to place a shield generator in unintended locations in Watchpoint Gibraltar. Fixed a bug that allowed Widowmaker to perch on an unintended location in Eichenwalde, and fixed a bug that allowed Widowmaker to reach unintended locations, Echo Point, Antarctica, and they fixed several visual artifacts on the practice range. Fixed a bug preventing some projectiles from destroying the pinatas in Dorado. Fixed a bug with the size of the capture point on the garden tier in Oasis, and they fixed an issue preventing the glass railings in Oasis from being easily broken by a melee attack. And breathe. So there's a lot of little bug fixes there, mainly cosmetic in terms of some of the bug fixes that they've done. The balancing, I'm quite pleased with the balancing side of things, particularly with the Anna and the Roadhog thing, because that hook got absolutely mental. I like the changes that they've made to the communication wheel. I think it's a lot more functional now, and with the added bits and pieces on it, it just makes it a little bit better. The kill feed, I really like what they've done to the kill feed. I think it just gives I don't know, just makes it seem a little bit better, so the rest of the people can see that you've got that quad feed with your ult, or that you've done something quite tricky in the kill feed, which is quite a cool thing. I know I'm a bit late to the party, but let me know what you think to the patch updates. Do you think it's improved the game? Do you think it's not improved the game? Anyways, that is going to do it for this video, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. Let me know what you think to me maybe potentially doing these on a more regular basis, sort of news and updates kind of things, because it's something that I'd like to bring to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to click the like button. If you're new, please also don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Peace.